Hey guys, Duayne here from DPS Constructions. Today I want to really talk to you about why it is so crucial on all building projects to get your builder involved very early on and make sure that they're involved through the design process. This incredible job that you're seeing behind me is one of our next upcoming projects, but what we've done is get in here early and we've saved the client literally tens of thousands of dollars. By getting your builder involved early, especially on a renovation, it allows your builder to do all the homework and all the research and make sure the information that is getting put into the design and into the engineering is going to be correct and not cost you a lot of time and variations once the project starts. So I want to walk you through this project here because it's a perfect example of why it is absolutely critical that you get your builder involved early, especially on a renovation. So this particular project here, where I'm actually standing now, we're in an old church. So this area behind me would have been a huge, big volume open ceiling where they would have sat downstairs inside the church. And what's happened is over the years, previous owners have come into this building, they've modernised it and they've put this floor down to make a little bit more usable space upstairs. The problem is that there was no thought put into it, it wasn't designed correctly, and as you can see behind me, it's this horrible pitched ceiling and it's not really usable space. So on this particular project, it's actually a really good client of ours that we've done a lot of work for in the past, and they absolutely love the process we use because they know how valuable it is and how much money we can save them. So on this particular job, what is going to happen? This is going to become a new commercial space that's going to house approximately 40 to 50 employees. So it's really crucial that the layout's done accurately, the plumbing fixtures are suitable for the amount of people in the building. But with the amount of structural work and reconfigurating they want to do here, it was really crucial that we got involved. What our client intends to do here is actually open this roof up like a big tin can and create good usable space up here with full height ceilings. That will give them a huge amount of usable floor space rather than this horrible space you see behind me. Because of the way this old church has been constructed, it's got these beautiful big old portal frames. So basically there's laminated timber frames that go all the way from the ground floor all the way up to above my head and create the roof structure. Now in the past when this was a church, that was awesome. It was a big open building and the structure supported itself. Then someone's come along, they've thrown this floor in and they've done a really good job. The floor is incredibly well built, but the problem is when we come along now and cut this roof open, we're going to take the strength out of those portal frames and the building will lose its integrity. So what I want to do now is walk you through the process that we've done on this building to get to this stage and be able to save our client tens of thousands of dollars. So what our client did on this project was they spoke to us when they were purchasing the building. They then got a designer involved that did a new layer and gave them some concept ideas of what they wanted to try and do to this building. They then got us involved, showed us the drawings, and we talked through what could be done and how it could be done. But to be able to make sure that was done efficiently, we had to pull the old building apart. So we've come in and we've done all the demolition work. So we basically marked out, based off that concept sort of design, where walls had to be removed and stripped and basically where we had to expose structure so that we could see what the integrity of the building was, where load points and all those types of things were, which on this particular building is crucial considering that we're going to be pulling the roof off. Once we had completed all of our stripping out, we'd stripped all the plasterboard off the walls, we'd made all the electrical and plumbing all safe, we got an engineer involved. So the engineer and I have had multiple meetings on site and we've gone through, and from us exposing the structure, we've been able to figure out what can be saved, what can be basically reused, and what the effects of the new design is going to have on the existing structure. So by working through this project in this way, we've been able to actually save so much of the existing structure. It's all got to be dismantled and pulled apart, but we're actually going to use probably about 80% of the existing timber and beams to rebuild the structure to suit the new design. It's at this stage where we've managed to save the client tens of thousands of dollars, because if we hadn't been involved, we hadn't stripped the project out, we hadn't got the engineer here, basically this whole upstairs level, this roof would have been just torn off, thrown in the bin, and the engineer and the designer would have designed a completely new structure. Whereas what we've been able to do now is we're actually going to reuse all the tops of these portal frames, all the roof rafters, and all the main structure, but we're just going to reconfigure it in a different way, which has meant that we have actually saved between $20,000 and $40,000 in material alone. The next crucial step of this entire process is making sure that that information that is going to save our clients money is relayed back to the designer and the engineer so it can be put on paper, and when we do start doing the new building works, it's all getting done as per our site investigations.